Hey, Annalie, how are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Firstly, just kind of want to get your thoughts on that loss over the weekend. Obviously, pretty upsetting, but what did you guys kind of make of that as players?
Yeah, obviously we're a little bit frustrated with the final result. I thought particularly in the first half we played some really good football. I think the combinations were probably the best we've seen. And again, just missing that final bit of quality in the attacking third, missed a couple of opportunities. And then unfortunately, with football, sometimes things don't go your way. There's obviously shouts of a penalty call. And yeah, we conceded probably a bit of a soft goal in that first one. So it was, yeah, a little bit frustrating for us as a squad.
Yeah, Isabel Cox obviously got her first goal. How have those new additions been coming into the group? Are they gelling nicely?
Yeah, they've been fantastic coming in. I think it's obviously tough for any player coming in part season to kind of connect and feel part of the team. But, you know, they've been so good. Their work off the field has been amazing to kind of join the culture and buy into what the club are trying to achieve. And then on the field, I think you've seen the quality of Izzy already, obviously scored her first professional goal. I believe it was the first 90 minutes in a very long time since high school. So it was nice to see her out there, and I think she'll obviously help our attacking threat up the top.
Absolutely. And lastly, from me, that's in the last 5 games, you've only had one win. Is it kind of, are the team in a bit of a rut? Is it panic stations yet, or we're not too worried about it?
I think obviously we know that, you know, every game that we go out to win. I don't think it's panic stations yet. I think we're really happy in the way we're playing. I think there's obviously sort of some small areas that we want to tidy up. Obviously, stop conceding, you know, easy goals and keep those clean sheets will get us some points. And then obviously we need to be more clinical in that attacking third. So I think in terms of the way we're playing, we've said, you know, right from the start, we want to play football. We want be a team that, you know, is exciting to watch, that the fans can get behind. And I think we've done that. And now it's kind of that final icing on the cake of we need to score more goals and we need to be turning these kind of losses into at least a draw or picking up more points. So yeah, I think the team's confident. I think we've shown our ability at the start of the season and we're still playing well. It's just that final piece now.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Bonnie.
I'll jump in. Kia ora, Annalie. Happy New Year. Just wanted to talk a little bit about, so obviously, you know, that's your fourth straight road loss. You've got 2 more road games before you guys head back to Porirua. Do you really see these next 2 games sort of as the chance to correct the ship, find that last piece you're talking about, and get things back on track?
Yeah, absolutely. We know how important it is. We're midway through the season now, and you know these games are so important for us. So we've talked about, you know, what does it look like when we're traveling. Obviously, we've got the benefit of this game. We've been in Brisbane and we've stayed over in the Gold Coast, and now obviously we play Sydney. So I think, you know, having that less travel is going to help us going into this game. We're already here with acclimatized. We're getting used to the 3-hour time difference. You know, those small things, you know, they don't sound a lot, they are when it comes to professional football. So for us being here and being settled, I think hopefully we can go into the game being confident. And yeah, we do know how important these next 2 matches are away.
And just I don't want to drag on about the handball obviously too much, but obviously when something like that happens, is it a big part of your review, or is it something that you sort of just compartmentalize, put it to the side and, you know, look ahead? Or when something like that happens, how does the team address it?
Yeah, at the time is obviously all I ask from the players is, you know, obviously to appeal and try and get a call and try and make things go your way. And then if it doesn't, then it's just control what you can control, and we have to move on. And you know, as players, we make wrong decisions on the field, the same as referees as well. So, you know, the game's happened. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way. Kind of control what we control. But I think, you know, obviously we want to, you know, we don't want it to come down to those small margins or moments. You know, hopefully we can take the game under control and put it into our own hands and not have to rely on possibly decisions like that.
Awesome. Best of luck this Friday.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Anything from you, Barry?
Yep. Annalie, have you had a chance to play much golf over there?
That's a very good question. I did. I went out yesterday. And we had a day off, and a few of us went round and had a game. It's pretty amazing complex to be out, and a nice day off to refresh and kind of, you know, take your mind away from football for a little bit. And then obviously we're back into training today and back into, you know, obviously preparing for a game in the next couple of days.
So you're that good at golf that the frustrations don't come in. You don't end around a golf throwing things or anything. It's relaxing, is it? Golf.
Anything but relaxing. I was awful yesterday, although I only lost one ball, so somewhat good day.
Midway through the season now, how have you found the captaincy? You know, you've obviously have experience and, you know, you have the leadership skills you've had for a number of years now, but how's the captaincy gone for you?
Yeah, I think it's obviously an honour to be the captain of a group and to lead the side. I think, if I'm honest, it's been a real challenge this season. You know, it hasn't been the easiest of ships around. You know, I've been through a lot of injury, a lot of change in personnel, a lot of change, obviously, in the management and everything kind of coming in. So it has been a challenge. But in saying that, I mean, the group are a fantastic group of players. You know, they're all wanting to achieve the same thing. I feel like I've got a really good backing from the club and the staff, and then obviously a really good, I guess, network of leadership around me in the group. So, you know, some fantastic players out there and leaders on the pitch. So it does make my job a lot easier.
Are you feeling some sort of responsibilities? Because, I mean, primarily you're there to play on the field and that, but, I mean, does off field and those sorts of things sort of weigh on you at all?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think it hasn't been easy. I think, you know, I care a lot about, you know, how players are feeling and trying to make the environment as best as I can. So that does put a little bit of weight on my shoulders. But in saying that, I feel like I've got a good support staff around me, and yeah, I think I'm really enjoying the way we're trying to play football, and I think we've, you know, our moments have been really great this season. So it's definitely been enjoyable, and obviously now we just want to go and continue to progress and hopefully pick up as many points as we can.
So is that something different, you know, as an experienced player, you know, you have a lot to do with the team, but as a captain, those little personal things, that's something new for you, is it?
I think it's probably just a range of challenges this year around, you know, obviously players coming in and out with injury, and, you know, we've had a few challenges around mental well-being and obviously the ACLs, and there's been a lot of things, I guess, around the outside of the team as well. So I think, you know, my focus is around how can we get the best out of the players and how can I kind of lead that group. So I think the relationship between the players and the staff is very good. We're very open, we're very honest, we communicate very well, and I think yeah, I think that's been really helpful.
So will this just get easier for you with time, or, you know, how much of any burden that there might be are you going to be carrying on your shoulders?
I think it's just, I think I also are really open to that. A lot of players, this is their first time they've ever been in a professional environment. And, you know, there's a lot of learning for all of us. And especially some of the younger players coming in, and especially those that have, you know, picking up their first cap in the A-League or professional football. So, yeah, I think you're right. With time, I think players learn what, you know, a professional environment is, what the standards like. They get equipped to learning how to travel and play, you know, with, you know, different time zones and all sorts. So I think, you know, it's definitely a learning for a number of players, and hopefully as the season goes on, it becomes, you know, players become more equipped and more comfortable in the environment, and then, yeah, I think it will get easier to manage the squad.
And you're having a good season, that must help too.
Yeah, I'd like a couple more goals and a couple more assists, and then it'll be good.
Thank you, all the best.